setup going on, but I haven't got my normal setup today, as you can see. But hope you can hear me well. And I'm here to do your 5-5 portal reading, and I've got a lot of things to say. First of all, I need to figure something out. So this is a perfect time. So I'm trying to get someone to be my moderator. Shona Benita is going to be our moderator for today. But I don't know how to do it. Hey Glassmoon, hey Belle. I'm not sure. Hey Amber. I'm not sure how to do it. I love that wholesome impulse to you too. That's cute. Yeah, I forgot that they got filters on here, but I don't think I need a filter today. I'm feeling alright. Hey beautiful cute divine tales. So I think we're gonna have to literally wait for Shona to come on, and then when she comes on, I have to press on her. I have to tap on her. Hey Tarara, it's good to see you too, girl. I think I'm gonna have to. I don't know how to get rid of this now. Just this is me pressing buttons. This is why I never press buttons. But who loves the bubbles? I think we've had seen the bubbles before though. It's not like we haven't. What's going on? So let's put no filter, and then how do I get rid of it? To be honest, you asked me how I've been. Whew. Been eating a lot, been sleeping a lot. Hit the like button when y'all come in, my loves. Hey Kings, a Queen. Oh girl, hey Kings, a Queen Therapy. Listen, people, Kings, a Queen, is that what it says, baby? Therapy. Listen, if you've got your man, your son, your brother, your uncle, your dad, and they need grooming, this sister here, check her out on Instagram. This sister here does the most amazing stuff for men, and she even does like a beard serum. Got the beard looking all yeah, now. So yeah, hit up our sister here. I don't know what else I'm doing. Oh, that's the thing, isn't it? It's Mother's Day across the world. I feel like a really bad daughter because I haven't hollered at my mum then. Like it's all, what time is it now? It's past 8 now here. By the time I get off here, it's gonna be after. Oh no. Anyway, it's not a UK Mother's Day, but happy Mother's Day to you all, my loves. I don't know how to take this thing off. Oh, I just did it. Okay, so we're just waiting for Shona to come on. I mean, we don't have to, we can continue. When she comes on, I'm going to try and see if I can make her moderator so that she can cuss off. She's Scorpio, so you know she'll be cussing off anybody that tries to move mad in our thing. So guys, I mostly want to talk about the body because that's the part of the portal that we're in right now. You know, I do the mind, body, and the soul. Last reading was the mind, and we spoke a lot about just decluttering and glass moon. I'm sorry to hear that, but we love you. You know that we do. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do a reading. I'm gonna do not a reading, but a video on that actually, glass moon. Not necessarily on daddies that ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, but I want to do a specific video on the inner child. I keep saying this in it. I'm gonna do a video on this. I'm gonna do a video on that, and I never do it because between the portals, I'm tired. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm tired. I'm sleeping a lot. Anyway. So as I said, I want to do a video in regards to our thoughts as children and what our thoughts were bringing to us and the experience, because we've always been magnets to our experiences whether we've known it or not. So it literally dawned on me last week to really look at my energy as a child and the things that I was attracting to me and how much accountability I could take for that. But that's another video for another day when I'm actually the energy because I'll be tired. But so today we're going to be talking about the body and the effects that the body has had during this, not only the 5-5 portal, but also the eclipse and the full moon in Scorpio, the Mercury retrograde in Taurus, and now we have what I have been observing has been going on, particularly for the collective. Okay, so obviously at some point I also want to do a quick thing on the whole coronation, because I didn't watch it, but what shocked me was the fact that we pulled out the festival card the day before and there was a whole concert at the palace. I didn't know there was going to be a concert. That's the last. Actually, I don't know why I didn't think there was going to be a festival of music at something like that, if that is one of maybe the primary sources to draw energy from people. I mean, because when we think of energy harvesting, we always think that it's negative energy harvesting, but you know, concerts and festivals are also energy harvesting stations. And I say that not to tell you not to go and not to participate, because I love a festival, don't get it twisted. But these are definitely places to, same as sports events, same as award events, same as, just anything where we are gathered as many, even churches and religious places. These are spaces to harvest energy. So the very mere fact that they had one at the coronation for Charlie and them was, and you know what shocked me even more, that there was indigenous artists performing. I found that ludicrous. Ludicrous. Can you imagine? You got Charlie and the horse gal there wearing the jewels that came from your country, and you're performing for them. You don't even say, "Give me back my shit," or "You should give back her shit." First of all, you should have said no. That was shocking. But obviously, most people were shocked at the appearance of the Grim Reaper. I mean, I need to watch it. I actually need to watch it to actually see if this Grim Reaper walked past, or it was something that's been digitally added into this thing and it's going viral. I mean, I need to see it for myself. So I'm not going to talk on it until I've seen it and really deeped it. And I mean, to be honest, I don't really want to give it that much energy and that much time, but I guess it's all part and parcel of the movie that we're in. Cause it's just a movie. This is just a movie. It's just a simulation. Everybody just playing their part. So, like I said, I don't really want to give it too much energy. So let's focus on the body for this 5-5 portal, and what I have been observing within myself and also those around me, that we be eating. And for those of us who chose to go the whole plant-based route or route, I don't know why I said route, because that irritates me. I say route. To go the whole vegan route, the very idea that we are back on, for me, I'm back on chicken wings. I know chicken wings is the worst because they inject all the estrogen and all the nasties into the wing of the animal, and that's where all the nasties live. But can I get enough of them? Y'all. And then the next thing for me has been chocolate, eating chocolate bars. And it's ancient chocolate bars. I've been eating Twix. And it's funny, I was with my big daughter today and she was like, "Yeah, I had Twix." I was like, "No, you didn't." When I got to her house, she had tooth extraction and a whole cheeks out here, yeah? And you go to her house and she's got Maltesers, she's got flipping Nutella this, and all types of things on the table, scattered around, just pure foolishness, sweets. And her mouth's out here. And I'm saying to her, "Baby, what am I going for you?" She's like, "I can't stop." I mean, she's a Taurus. So that's another reason. We're in Taurus season. I know that cakes have been a theme. Cheese. I can't do the cheese. Listen, my fibroids just be looking at me like, I mean, they're already aggravated from the way I've been eating lately, but not so much. I'm not getting such bad reactions like I used to be getting when I first stopped eating meat. Because my journey's been, how old am I now? 16 years, 16 years I've been on and off meat, on and off dairy, on and off these things for 16 years. So this time around, this comeback, this round the way girl thing with the food has been, and I haven't been depriving myself. If I want something, I'm going to go and get the something and eat it. I really haven't been caring. And so, chocolate, chicken, cheese, not so much bread, and fish. Fishy things, seafood, should I say, because sushi's been a thing for me as well. Oh my god. Yesterday, I went to one Japanese restaurant with my niece, and I ate, 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 and I just kept chewing. And by the time I got home, I was really mad that I didn't bring a doggy bag because I really wanted more of it. And then I've been making these really cute dates, like Ferrero Rocher, like Ferrero Rocher, but just imagine the crispy bit of the Ferrero Rocher being a date instead, but everything else is Ferrero Rocher. Recipe on Patreon. Guys, I'm not getting full. Well, actually, that's a lie, because today, before I came, I hadn't planned it. Thank you, Rika Stinker. I hadn't planned it, but normally when I'm with my big daughter, because she's a Taurus sun, I'm a Taurus rising, that means that we're going to eat food. It doesn't even matter. Like today, her mouth was mash up, but she still ate the chips that I bought with my chicken wings. And then we went to the Japanese restaurant that I was telling her that me and my niece went to, and we decided to get it again. I've got it waiting for me when I finish. And it's not funny. None of it's funny, because my body is like, and then it occurred to me, it's obviously trying to say something. The body is trying to tell us something. When we have certain cravings for certain things, there are meanings behind it. So I looked for the practical meanings of these cravings, and then I went a little bit deeper and looked for the spiritual meanings of these cravings, and I was like, oh, shit. Now, to be honest, I don't think they're going to last much longer than this Taurus season. It might bleed a little bit over into Gemini season, but I think essentially this, I don't know, mass craving of the worst foods for the collective that knows better. And when I say we know, what is that? It's a whole dead bug just sitting there. It's not that we know better, but it is. We know what's poisonous for our body. We know what our bodies need and don't need at this point, don't we? Most of us. Whether we've achieved that or not is neither here nor there, but we do have a conscious mind as to what is good for us and what isn't. In it? So at this point now, I'm like, I don't think it's going to last, especially after I read the spiritual meanings. But let's go, first of all, let's start with the practical meanings of why we are craving certain things. Okay, where's the point? Keep the food here. Because you know me, I love a notes, but I screenshotted everything because I'm tired. And it's Taurus season as well, so I like nap. Napping is my favourite thing to do in this season. I mean, I like napping in a luxurious bed. So the feng shui in my room, because the body will need you to sort out the feng shui in your house. I need to sort out the feng shui in the kitchen, but your body needs you to sort out the feng shui. If you're out of sorts in your own home at this point, switch some things around. There's enough videos, or you can do it intuitively. I switched my room around intuitively, and the feng is shuiing. I'm telling you. Alright, boom. It's my daughter's house today. It was a 122 122 122 on a door with a cat jumping off the wall, and then the cat came and said hi. cute, isn't it? I'm really feeling like Dr. Dolittle Andy at this point. Alright, Bon. So, it says if we are craving chocolate at this time, we are lacking magnesium. We need magnesium to help turn food we eat into energy. As dark chocolate is high in magnesium, some argue that chocolate cravings stem from a magnesium deficiency. Now, I was like, okay, so what is magnesium? Because I don't know what it is. So magnesium is a cofactor in more than 300 enzyme systems that regulate diverse biochemical reactions in the body, including protein synthesis, muscle and nerve function, blood glucose control, and blood pressure regulation. Magnesium is required for energy production, oxidative phosphorylation, and glycolysis. Because this is why I couldn't be a doctor. Not that I ever wanted to be, but words like this, I beg. So first of all, that's why we are craving the chocolate. And then I moved on to craving cheese. It says if you're craving cheese, you might not be eating enough fats. You also might be in need of some vitamin D. Cheesy comfort foods get more appealing in the dark winter months for a reason. Other foods with vitamin D, including eggs, almond milk, yogurt, salmon, and I'd like to add mushrooms to that, also contain vitamin D. I've been on mushrooms, like eating mushrooms like you wouldn't believe. Oyster mushrooms and what's it called? Chestnut mushrooms. Hey Island ZZ09, and chestnut mushrooms particularly. Now, let's have a look at salt. If you are craving salt, it says fluids are incredibly important for your body to function as it should. As such, when your body begins to become dehydrated, you may start craving salt. Here am I in the lesson. Craving salt as a signal that you need to eat or drink more. For me, definitely, I'm not drinking enough water. As I say that, it's a perfect... Definitely not drinking enough water. So there's that part. And then I got into the spiritual stuff. Hold on. Okay, also with the sugar as well. So I asked what happens if we crave sugar. And it said, this is not the spiritual meaning, it's practical meaning, or biological meaning. Our bodies use glucose as a primary fuel source, so our brains have evolved to like sweet foods. Consuming sugar activates the mesolimbic dopamine system, which is the brain's reward system. Dopamine, the feel-good chemical messenger, is then released and reinforces our desire for sugar. So I was putting chlorophyll in my water, and then my daughter and my niece moved in, and the chlorophyll did finish really quickly, and I didn't replace it. So I need to get back on the chlorophyll. I'm not even sure if I felt anything from it, but I know that it's good. I know that it works in our body like photosynthesis works in the leaves, innit? So sorry for the ratchetness. Okay, well, that's done. Alright, so where was I? And then I started looking for the spiritual meaning. The spiritual meaning, if you've been craving cheese, it's 2222, I love it. If you've been craving cheese, listen to this. Cheese is made from milk, the essence of maternal nourishment. You may be craving the consolation of a strong healing figure in your life. Cheese provides the grounding earthy substance of protein to keep us anchored into the comforting shell of the human body. So when I read that, I was like, it makes sense why people are craving cheese, because it really, since the eclipse season started, and I'm talking from the new moon, I feel like we are having serious outer body experiences. The dreams are, I talked about this in the last video, innit? The dreams are coming like you can't differentiate what is real and what is the dream. And the dreams are really telling us some things, you know, to the point now, I feel like the eclipse that just happened in Scorpio in the full moon totally eclipsed out everything that would stop us from dreaming. So for me, it's the weed. Now, I'm a creature of habit, so I'm still trying to smoke, but I can't smoke more than one zoo a day, so I have to be very strategic as to when I start. And now I'm one of these people, which I think I wish for. I wish I could just bill up, put it in the ashtray, take 2 pulls and put it down. I'm her now. I'm her. The whole spliff will last me the whole day. If I tell you, I can show you, because I've been smoking it all day. I built this at about 6 o'clock this evening. No, like about 5 o'clock. It's what now? 8:30 to 9. Look at it. Still half a zoo left. And it will stay there. And it will stay there. I can't smoke more. But I also think adding lotus flowers to my smoke blend, which I got from Rancho Scorpio from our Catherine, has really done something to decrease the amount that I smoke, because the Egyptians used to smoke lotus flowers. I mean, you see how prominent lotus flowers are in their artwork and ting. So I feel like, did I bring the Egyptian? Yes, I brought the Egyptian deck because I'm feeling it, because it's all coming together. So basically, the lotus flowers help you to tap into other dimensions, helps you to move through the different realms. So as I was saying, I feel like the dream states are becoming more vivid and tangible. I can't explain it in any other way. And as I said, this last eclipse helped to eclipse some things out. So I feel like anything we were struggling with, remember I told you about the purge of the soul a few weeks ago? I feel like anything we were resisting to let go of with that eclipse, it was like this. And as soon as that eclipse happened, the thing, you can't do it anymore. You can't see that person anymore. You can't take that thing no more. You can't pursue anything that is not for your highest, greatest good at this point. That's what the eclipse did. So I feel like our cravings are part of the comforting and the consolation that we're doing for ourselves. But like the chi said, this is craving motherly energy, maternal energy. Let's continue, because it just got very interesting. What else? And I didn't really do it in order, so I'm just a bit mad at myself. Okay, it says here for sweet foods, you may crave pleasure foods. Suppressing our human needs may create feelings of tension as we try to starve off their accompanying energy and emotions, the life that is moving through us. This feeling of neediness is then translated into a sugar craving in a subtle form of transference. So as I said, if things have been eclipsed out in the way that they have, then we have got this need to fill those voids. And I feel like that is the reason we are craving weird foods at this time. Thank you, Belle S. I will definitely check that out. Definitely. So I feel like that's why we are craving these things. Maternal reasons help it. We need grounding because we feel spaced out. I feel like we're in a whole twilight zone. Yesterday, I got out of the shower. What did I do? I want to see what order I did everything in. Yeah, I didn't eat. So I got out of the shower, and I was getting ready. I was getting ready to go to the supermarket. And while I was getting ready, you know when you see in the movies when the mirrors turn into portals and it's got like this watery type of thing in the mirror? That was right next to me. It was like maybe this big. I could see it at the side of my eye, and every time I tried to touch it, my hand just went through it. It was so wild, but it never went through that I couldn't see it. It just was there. It was wild. And the thing is, while it was happening, I was saying it to my kids. I was like, listen, I can see this thing at the side of my face. And my youngest daughter, she couldn't even function properly. She was like, I feel like I've been hit by a bus. I said, me too. I feel like I've been hit by a whole bus. And I feel like whatever has occurred during the eclipse season, we are now feeling the effects and we are trying to replenish ourselves. Let's continue reading what the cravings mean spiritually. And obviously, if we're craving vitamin D, that means that we're not getting enough sun. I know we're not getting enough sun here in London. I mean, today was a sunny day, it was a lovely day, but I truly feel like the very mere fact that summer is not summering right now, which I'm not mad at because my body ain't summer bodying. But really and truly, there just doesn't seem to be enough sun. And I feel like in order for us to, what's the word? Assimilate into this new energy, I feel like we need the sun, yo. Without a doubt. Okay. Let's see. Craving fish. Fish are naturally high in fatty acids like omega-3. So craving fish may mean that you may need omega-3 in your diet. Other symptoms to watch out for if you're deficient in omega-3 could be dry skin, dry eyes, or lower moods, which I feel like I've experienced. And then it says, it talks about serotonin levels dropping. Levels of feel-good hormone, serotonin drop, and insulin levels go up. This dangerous combination leaves you reaching for mood-boosting foods like chocolate, that sweet mix of sugar and fat, while glucose leveling insulin leaves you craving a sweet treat to raise your blood sugar. I think that's it. That's all I've got when it comes to these cravings. I just kind of looked for the ones that we've been personally experiencing. I mean, not so much my kids, because my kids are not that restrictive with their diets as I am, but I'm talking about the collective. I'm talking about some of my sisters and brothers. I'm talking about some of y'all when I did the post yesterday on IG, and some of the things you've been saying to me, some of the things that you've been craving. The cat wants to come in, but I'm not going to stop to let the cat in. So guys, just know that you have gone through something and the body is trying to let you know what it needs. So it needs serotonin, it needs dopamine. And I did a reading for could have been the inner child, can't remember, on the 5 aspects of the soul on Patreon. And I was saying that we need to create to-do lists, things that so that we can tick off the tasks that we complete and give ourselves natural dopamine hits, rather than eating foods that give us these quick hits, or scrolling and getting the double tap for the quick hit. What we want is sustainable hits and things that are going to keep us occupied and not so focused on the very mere fact that our bodies, our mind, bodies and souls are really going through a massive shift. And as I've always said, this 7 year is the year that we are supposed to be going within. It's the year where we are supposed to be really shedding and creating new cycles for ourselves and getting rid of the old cycles. And sometimes when you get rid of an old cycle, you can feel like you've been hit by a bus. If you've been habitually doing something for a very long time, and this is from anything from a thought pattern to maybe entertaining a particular energy or working a certain job, or you know what I'm saying, and that is over and it leaves you are going to feel some type of way. We are naive to think that we don't feel these things physically, that it's just a spiritual thing. Our bones ache, just like growing pains when we are children. And also I've noticed this very dry cough that's been happening, and that's because right now we're in Taurus season, so it represents the throat. And if you are not speaking authentically really and truly about however you're feeling. You are going to be reminded to use this. And if, like, for instance, there's some, for instance, let's give it a quick scenario. Somebody does something that you don't like and you don't say nothing. It's going to keep happening and happening and happening until you say something, until you say what you mean, to create the shift that needs to be created. So remember a few weeks ago we talked about what you resist persists in the soul purge. This is still a theme, and I think this is going to be an ongoing theme throughout the rest of this 7 year. Okay? So, my G's, I've done my long speech, and so now it's time to get into the cards. I think, let's see, live chat? Yes, now it's time to get into the cards. And it's time. Alright, right. Made some new sage sticks. I needed this. I mean, I nearly choked. Alright. Let's cleanse up these cards. So we've got Egyptian Tarot. We are also going to be using Modern Day Witches Tarot. We are going to be using Sacred Destiny Oracle. We're going to be using Believe in Your Own Magic. Trying to think of some of the other points I said on the gram. Actually, I'll just read you the post, or read you bits of the post. I'm not going to try to use my brain because I'm tired. But my Taurus says that a lot. My Taurus rising says that it's just part of. It's what I do. And again, please, if you are tired, just rest as much as you physically can, because you really are going through something. Pay attention to your dreams, as always. Write them down as soon as you wake up. They will give you clues and indications as to the issues and the topics that you will be working with right about now. Okay. I found a Burberry bag in my dream this morning, and some Art Deco. I love Art Deco, and I found this beautiful vase, and there was these other trinkets as well. I love Art Deco, and it just made me. You know, all it told me is that, girl, you don't have no Art Deco in your house. I need to get some. There were also characters in the dream as well, but I don't want to talk about it. Alright. Our Divine Mother and Father who live within us, hallowed be thy name, our freedom come, your will be done on earth as it is within us. Give us this day our daily breath, and forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others, as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves, through all lifetimes, timelines, and levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power, divided we are weak, united we are victorious. And to you, the Almighty, we give all of the glory, forever and ever, Divinity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is, and so it will be a shame. Nothing I wanted to say. Sorry guys, honestly, being a mum to a teenager these days is a lot. It's a lot. So, but I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. All right, guys. We need the phone close here so that I can just look down and not be too distracted. All right, guys. I'm sorry about that, but you know, mummy duties. You know what it is. So, our crystal for Taurus season, blue lace agate. That's what you need. Nice piece of blue lace agate. This is just a slice. The thing that's actually holding this device up is a huge piece of blue lace agate that I've got. So I'm kind of surrounded in it. Got my blue one, you know, to represent the throat chakra. Because I want to talk clearly and precisely. Even on my sage stick, this blue. It's great. I'm theming. All right. So I think we're going to start with making magic oracle. And I want to know the themes for this 5-5 portal. What does the collective need to know right here, right now? My angels, my ancestors, my guides, my Risha, my guardians of the sea of the air and earth, invited into this reading to help assist, protect, and guide. Ashe, thank you. What are the themes? I'm going to get a tattoo off my niece. She's only 17. I know. Should I have said that? No, I'm not really. I am. I'll show it to you next time. I didn't think I was going to get a tattoo this year because I get one every year just to commemorate the year as part of my storyline. But I was like, I'm not getting one because my last tattoo I sat for 6 hours and I was just like, actually, I never want to tattoo again ever in my life. But this one is a poke, just a pokey one. So we're going to see. We're going to see. It's not begun. Alright, boom. Let's see what the collective needs to know for this 5-5 portal. Right here, right now. Hit like button when you come in, my G's. Thank you. Thank you. And I hear that the notifications ain't notificating. I don't know what it is because I'll be trying to be a good girl. I don't be swearing too much on these things. I don't think I've sworn yet. I don't be swearing too much. I don't be smoking. I don't be playing pop music no more. YouTube, cut over should be great, man. Cut me some slack, man. Right, boom. First two cards out are Lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. Don't doubt your worth. It says, I am always enough. You guys doing your affirmations? I've got a new one. My new affirmation, I am the very best that I can be and continue to get better. I say that 7 times before I wake up, seven times when I wake up, 7 times before I go to bed. I am the very best I can be and I continue to get better. And then I do all the other affirmations, the money affirmation, the love affirmation. Obviously I pray before I get out of the bed and touch my phone or anything like that. So guys, affirmations. I mean, I really, 2 years ago, I definitely wouldn't be somebody talking to you about affirmations. I just thought there was a bit, why are we doing affirmations? I didn't even pray 2 years ago. So, but now I can see the benefit of speaking over myself, also speaking into my water. I have to take this call, guys. I think I have to pause. Do I have to pause you? Pause the sound, mute microphone. Can you guys hear me? Am I still muted or not? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Sorry about that. So yeah, affirmations. Speaking over yourself. I was about to say, speaking over my water has been a game changer. Speaking over my water has been a game changer. When you see me at Wu-Tang concert, yeah, New York State of Mind, UK tour, know that I spoke that into existence in my water. Know that I did that. Okay? So, good. Thank you for telling me, Bell S. So know that speaking over yourself, these affirmations, what you say to yourself, what you say about yourself, your cells hold that. So that's why I definitely want to do that talk about the inner child and the conversations and the processes of the inner child and the thought patterns and the magnetism of the inner child, because we continue to speak certain narratives about our lives, about ourselves, that are not true, but nevertheless it doesn't mean that we won't experience these things, because the power of our words, the power of our convictions, the power of our belief system are the very thing that determine the outcome of our experiences here. So, lighthouse, a thing. Speak over yourself. Encourage yourself. Yes, LA. Yes. Well, how's the sound as well? My Booski said that it was rubbish. She's coming to sort it out. I was like, I thought it was better than it's ever been. Booski said it was rubbish. So I think it's because the speakers are now around this corner, whereas before I literally used to be sitting with them either behind me so that you could hear the sound head on, or next to me. But now they're around the corner, so just let me know and I'll change everything up if I have to. So we've got the Queen of Swords. This is really truly, speaking over yourself with conviction and chest. You are the queen. You are the sovereign of your experiences. You are the architect. But you have to speak things into existence. You have to, and stop letting people dictate your narrative. We said that in 2020 when the narrative was what was it? I can't breathe. Hey, Crystalline Alchemist. Those types of narratives that they're giving us are not our business. So make sure that you are creating your own narratives about yourself. And I feel like because we've been raised, many of us, not to be arrogant, not to be big-headed and all of the things, or proud of ourselves, not to have pride for who we are and what we are. I think some of us find it difficult to truly speak over our lives, speak over ourselves, speak with conviction over the things that need to be said in order for us to have the experiences that we wish to have. Some of us still don't know how to consistently speak, because you might say it once, you might say it twice, but the trick is consistency. Saying things over and over again. That's why I like to say things in 7s or 3s. I pray 3 times a day. Same prayer. But each time I say and do it, it's a reminder, especially that bit about forgiving my trespasses against myself and others, taking accountability for the way that I handle myself and also the way that I handle others. And then forgiving those that trespass against me and then themselves, understanding that they are committing crimes and treasons against their own lives by speaking shit about themselves or speaking shit about me. Because if you talk about me, it's you. If it's you, it's me. And I want for you what I want for me. So I'm not going to talk shit about you. I'm lying. Even when I said that, I talk shit about celebrities. I do. I really do. I talk shit about celebrities. I try not to get into it too hard, but when I do, I go for gold. So that's a habit that I really need to get out of. But other than that, especially if I no longer deal with you anymore, you don't even exist to me anymore. Not in a bad way. It's not that I don't even love you, but I love you, but I just don't talk about even the negative experiences or even the positive experience. I just don't talk about you, full stop. Just don't come into conversation with anybody, because for me, I feel like that's just a peaceful, even ground. And it's not even a suppression. It's nothing that I'm bubbling up like, no, man. It's just everything is exactly as it should be and will be. And I'm grateful for the experience that was had. But if it's no longer, it's no longer. But I've got no reason to gossip about you, talk about you. And one thing, if I truly loved you with my chest, nobody is allowed to say no shit about you in front of me either. Don't matter what the relationship status is right now. I will not let anybody talk shit about you. So, the power of the word, that is what we got from the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. And sometimes words can be cutting, can be sharp, sometimes when you're trying to set boundaries and you're letting people know what you are and are not having right about here, right about now, it can be a bit, especially if you have to repeat yourself. I'm sorry, gas. So many cards. Okay, so I'll keep that there. I'll keep my foot on that one. So first of all, we've got, look at this. So I haven't got a very good setup. This isn't the best setup I've ever done before. I need to get back to the old one. So Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. And then you've got the Ace of Wands. Move forward passionately. Move forward passionately with how you are feeling about yourself at this time. We have got the 10 of Swords. Like you've literally come to an end of a cycle of destructive and self-harming thoughts that have left you. Look at this girl, but is she not still scrolling for that hit of dopamine? Stop it. Find other ways to get your dopamine, you guys. And then we've got the High Priestess, who knows that it is time, knows that this is the time for transformation. The intuition needs to be popping. We need to be feeling our way through this 7 year. The rabbit hole runs deep. Oh, yeah, I said I didn't want to say nothing about the coronation, but did you know on the day of the coronation, other than the Grim Reaper rocking up, that in London, people were stuck underground on a train that was filling up with smoke. And so they had to kick out the windows to get out. The hell is that? Anyway, like I said, use your intuition, use your higher self and your third eye to really see what is going on. See the lotuses as well. Again, these are the lotus poles in this depiction. And I'm gonna see if there's no lotus here. But like I said, smoking lotus, putting lotus leaves in your baths, in your spiritual cleansing baths at this time, are definitely a theme. And then finally, for the Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth, we've got the 6 of Wands, which is underneath my foot. We declare a victory. You win, man. You win if you choose you, if you speak over your life. Anything right now. Like I was talking to my eldest today, and she was talking about, I think, tapping into her third stream of income. And I was like, all right, baby, all you got to do now is tap into 4 more, and you're kicking into millionaire status, my G. And then she was like, yeah, I'll be happy with. She's a Taurus, so she was like, yeah, I'll be happy with 5 streams of income, little 100 grand a year. And I said, stop it right now. You're a Taurus. Taurus and Scorpios, you guys are about to have the most abundant cycle that you've had in a while, and this is a time and space to dream big because of that, because you will be victorious. I can't bother to get it, it's so far down, and I feel like if I grab it, it's going to just disrupt the lighting and the microphone. So dream big, think big, move big, make big strides forwards. I'm Crystalline Alchemist. I'm going to make a smoke blend. Okay? I'm going to make a smoke blend. So, and it's so good because now I've been a year off tobacco. I don't crave smoking. Like I showed you, like, I've got half a zoot left that I've had for the last 4 hours. I do not crave smoking. It's the tobacco that has us constantly on this, you get me? So what used to get me high, I used to have to smoke all 5 times to get me like proper high. Now I smoke half a zoot, I'm good. I don't really need anything more. So I'm going to grab me some more lotus leaves. If you want them, I'm not sure if Catherine's launched her website yet. Rancho Scorpio. That's who sent me the lotus flowers that I'm smoking right now. And I'm telling you, since I've been smoking them, I absolutely have been smoking a whole lot less, and my dreams have been absolutely amazing, and even my day dreaming and my day hallucinations and all these things have been like, yo, been a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, girl. I'm gonna do that. So yeah, please think big, especially Scorpio and Taurus placements, major placements. Please, you guys, I've told you lot to read over your birth charts again, just to especially brush up on certain things, and also look to see where your North Node is, because those are going to be the topics that are going to be coming up. Crystalline Alchemist, girl, I love to smoke. I've been smoking most of my life. Before I was even smoking cigarettes, I was trying to simulate smoking. They used to have these, and my mum used to buy them for me. Like, they used to have like talcum powder in these little tubes. Used to blow it. It used to look like he was smoking, and I used to be sitting in the front room like this. I've been simulating smoking since before I was smoking. Me too, I do like it, but now it's starting to not like me. So I'm just gonna have to, gracefully move on. Anyway, should we move on to the next card? We've got Clover. Release your guilt. Release your guilt. Release your guilt of craving cheese and chocolate and chicken wings. First of all, release your guilt of no longer craving and being obsessed with certain places, people, and things. Girl, guy, them and they, you've done great. You've done great to release the cravings that you once had, and even if the cravings that you're having now are unusual to you, they are for reasons. Your body is truly needing something, like I said, from be it magnesium, be it vitamin D, be it serotonin, be it dopamine. The body absolutely needs and wants something. So once you can get your head around that, then you'll be craving the sweet and fatty and greasy yucky foods less. But they be tasting good in Taurus season, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna stay indulging until Taurus season is over, because I'm Taurus rising. That's what I like to do. I like to lay in bed eating really, really yummy foods. That's what I like to do, and I did it this week watching Queen Charlotte. Excellent. Sophia told me to watch it. Ankia told me to watch it. I didn't watch Brigaton, whatever the ton is. I didn't watch that because I don't like period dramas here. But I liked this Queen Charlotte thing. I love a love story. Don't play with me. I love a love story. So we've got the Six of Swords. It's moving away, releasing the guilt, moving away from feeling these thoughts of guilt, these thoughts of survivor's guilt. You've got some of you, some of you are moving out of certain areas, certain pay brackets, certain mindsets, and you're leaving people behind and you're feeling some type of way about it. Baby, those that are supposed to be with you will be on the boat with you. Those will be in the ship with you. Those that are not, just detach, yo. Detachment, that's also what swords mean. Detach from your guilt, detach from your feelings of worthlessness. Because I remember there was a time when I would eat for comfort, and then I would gorge on something. I mean, eat huge amounts of the thing, dribble down my face, and I would cry because I'd feel so guilty for what I just did to my body. Now I eat the chicken wings and I lick my fingers, I wash my hands, I feel no way. I don't feel no way. And I know within me, I'm just like, well, I know this isn't really good for my body, but at this moment in time, that's what I'm doing. I'm making a conscious decision to do that. So therefore, I'm not going to have any guilt. The only way I'm going to feel any type of way is if in a year's time I'm still doing that, and I know better. That's the only way. But right now in this time, as we are going through this massive shift in this 7 year, if I want chicken wings, I'm going to eat the damn chicken wings, you hear? I'm doing it. So I'm not going to feel guilty. I'm not going to feel guilty about who's judging me or feel no type of way about who's got their opinion. I don't care. I actually don't care. And so you shouldn't either. And like I said, I'm not encouraging you to eat junk food. That's not what I'm doing. I'm encouraging you to understand why you're eating the junk food and make the transition. But while you are actually eating the junk food, feel no way. Do you get what I'm saying? All right, boom. Are any of you craving the other vitamin D? Hey, listen. Leave. Mr. Moth. Because you're going to eat my stuff. It's only because it's getting dark now and there's all these lights and they're just going to be coming in. All of the bugs. I've been craving sexual pleasure. I mean, woo! I've declared myself celibate this year because I really want to just focus on myself and not have anybody else's energy to have to deal with. But woo! And you know what I'm even trying to do? I'm even trying not to masturbate, because then I just feel like, I need to do something with that energy, create something. I don't need to flick one out. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, I know I sound crass, but you guys already know, if you've been in long enough to know that it will come out now and again. And we're all adults here. It's been marked, and it's not for children under the age of 18. You already know. So I just want to know if you guys been feeling that, because it's been wow. We got the world card. Thank you, Ray Gibson. Thank you. It's been wow. It's been coming in dreams. It's just been coming. I've been waking up. I've been groaning and moaning. This time I'm not touching myself. I'm sleeping, but the moaning and the groaning wakes me up out my sleep. And I think it's embarrassing because my baby sleeps next door. So Allow us. Allow us. Allow us. We got the world card, man. We got the world card. Thank you. Now this is where. Thank you, Ray. This is where we've gone full cycle. We've gone full circle. Do you understand? And like I said, we've come to the end of a journey. And I think for those of us, especially for those of us who have been absolutely veganing and trying, man, there's some type of also rebellion. Like, man, we've done that, and we feel deprived. So, like I said, let Taurus season give you that indulgence. I was going to read something. It said something about when you crave. Oh, let me see if it's still in my phone. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Don't think about abundance. I don't know where I read it though. Did I not? Okay. Something about abundance. What was it? Spiritual meaning of craving chocolate. Let's just have a look quickly. This bit. Sorry, guys. Oh no, I feel like I've already read that to you. Anyway, I read somewhere that said if you craving, I think it was sweet things, I think it was chocolate, that you are craving abundance. And we know now, especially for those of us who have been struggling, I guess, financially and spiritually and mentally, and I guess not feeling that we've had enough support, enough encouragement. That could be another reason why we are craving the sweets. So it is really for us to build ourselves up and to understand that we are just the very mere fact. I was talking about it with Sophia. I said, listen, I feel like the most abundant person on the planet, that when I'm tired, I can lie down. Doesn't matter what time of the day or the night, when I am tired, I can take a lie down. Or when I am craving something, I can just go and get it. That to me is abundance. That to me is my cup runneth over. Whenever somebody calls me or I meet somebody and they need an uplift, I can give them that. That to me is abundance. That I can also pour into other people's cups, even when sometimes I'm going through it. My cup is never empty. It always runneth over, because my primary source is spirit, is the divine, is God. That's my primary source. That's where I get my sustenance from. I think I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again now though. When we are put here, we are given a soul family, we're given a regular family, and it is said that those are the seasonings of life. The actual sustenance of life comes from source. So if you're looking for your nutrition from your seasoning, you are always going to be deficient. But if you are getting your nutrition from the source, from spirit, from Mother, Father, God, you can never be malnourished. You get it? So all this time we've been looking for things from people, we are depleting ourselves and we're wasting our time, because they're just the seasonings. So we've come full circle, release the guilt so that we can fully enjoy the new cycle that is absolute. Look at that. That is coming in the 8 year. As we go through this 7 year, this big eclipse in Scorpio, this big Pluto in Aquarius retrograde that we're going through right now. These things, yeah, I don't know what these mean. I think this is Taurus. Look in this Taurus energy. I'm not sure what this is. We're getting ready. We're being prepared. So see it as such. See it as like a training simulation for a completely new cycle. Do you get it? Let's get into some sacred destiny. Y'all. Oh my God. Oh God. Change. Oh, was that Leo? So obviously Leo. Oh, so those are the opposites then. Look at that. So you've got. So you got Taurus. Come on, man. So you got Taurus and Scorpio, which are brother and sister, and then you've got Leo and Aquarius, which are brother and sister. So, and all of these 4 zodiac signs are very, very loud and prominent in this time, in this space. Especially if we're in the heart. This is the opening of the heart chakra, Leo being the representation of courage and the heart. So we just need the courage to go through this assimilation. And when we see the 8 as well, what do you think about it? Think about the 8 Lions gate. So I feel like that's another time. I think that's going to be another time where we're going to be feeling exactly like this. During the Lions gate, we're going to be craving and eating certain weird things. Our sex drives are going to be on 100, which is also an indication to create something new. So the horniness that everybody's feeling, again, is an indication to create a new cycle, create a new pattern, create a new paradigm for yourself. That's what it's indicating. Not that you need to tap up nobody, especially with this retrograde. At least Mercury retrograde, tomorrow's the last day, and that's the end of that. If you survived it, let me clap my hands for you now, man. Okay? Without interfering with anybody's children that you know you should not be interfering with. Let me clap for you now, man. Well done. Well done. Starting to catch it now, innit? Starting to catch it now. Boom. Change. Change. Because what does 5 represent? Change. It's the number of change. 5-5. There is a change. There is a shift going on. There is something popping off. And I feel like none of us are really privy to it. None of us can really say it's this, or that. I feel like it is personal to the individual, and which will create a collective change. Because once we are all vibrating at optimum level, then there's going to be a massive shift, but we don't always have to have the same triggers and the same activations as each other. So I feel like it's really difficult to say exactly what those triggers are, but we know what they are for ourselves personally and individually. Isn't it? Isn't it? Change. No, stop falling there. Oh, God, it's so awkward to get. Oh, so awkward. Alright. The Lovers. I wasn't expecting that. like I said, there's going to be a change, end of cycle. So anybody that's been going through a particular cycle, this could be an indication that things could be changing for the better or for the worse. But there's nothing for the worse. I feel like everything is for the better. So there will be a lot of breakups, I think, because a lot of people are going to start realizing their self-worth. They're going to be speaking positivity over their life, and they're going to be releasing the guilt of wanting to release themselves out of certain situations. And then up here we've got Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is about healing, you know. So when I see that the lovers are here, oh yeah, and then we're going into Gemini season. That's the next thing in itself. When we see that the lovers are here, that there's only three characters. You've got the lovers, and then you've got Archangel Raphael. But here there seems to be four characters. It looks like there's a masculine energy and two feminine energies here, and it looked like the arrow is only striking one of them, whether that's to kill it dead or to spark it with. But it looks like a spark of love, because then you've got the scarab beetle here, which represents forward movement, isn't it? So I feel like the one that's holding onto the heart energy, because she's in green, so this even could be a Leo, or I'm saying Aquarius, as this could be Aquarius or Leo energy, that may be getting struck by, you've been hit by a smooth criminal, and it looks like the character in the red looks like that's going somewhere else, because neither one of them are actually looking at the masculine energy right here, right now. And I feel like because everybody's in their 7th year, and the masculine energy itself is not looking at either one of them, looking straight ahead. And so I feel like the change here is that everybody's going to just be focusing on themselves. And even if someone over here is feeling something for someone over here, they're still going to be focusing on themselves, because they're not looking. They're still going to be moving forward in the thing, and that's the change. But do we know that this is truly the divine feminine? Why can't this one be the divine feminine? That's what I'm saying, characters. I'm saying because we represent all of the characters, the lower and the higher. So if this is the heart chakra, then this is the root chakra. So if you're in your root chakra with codependency, with neediness, with low vibe, we've all been there too. Still calling ourselves divine feminine. You was. So this might be you, and this might be somebody else. What they would probably call the karmic. I hate all that shit anyway. I just feel like what is for you can't miss you, and you shouldn't have to prove your worth for it. You understand? Everybody should just be focused on themselves. If one of them's over here in the new moon, focusing on her desires, and one of them's over here in the heart chakra, focusing on forward movement, and the divine masculine is just looking forward. And then over here, this one here who is working from the heart chakra, true love. That's what I learned from this this Charlotte, this Queen Charlotte thing. We did see what true love is, because we did see this chick really did love this Mad King George, yeah? And it was just a beautiful demonstration of love. And you really wanted to see, you really couldn't see how it was going to work, but it did. And they stayed together, and they loved each other very, very, in such a very deep, beautiful, innocent way, which was so heartwarming, And so there's going to be a change. I think there's going to be a whole change in dialogue with that whole divine feminine, divine masculine dynamic, karmic shit. Like there's going to be a whole new versing, because everybody should just be focused on themselves. And if you're just focused on what you're doing and how you're moving, then you're likely to attract something that will align with you. Do you get what I'm saying? It might be the masculine energy, or it might be moving on into different things, or it might be focusing more on your magic and finding somebody that's more like you. It might be finding someone that more likes to travel. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? You get the gist of what I'm saying. So this is the change. So I feel like that desperate, needy, wanting, longing energy is done. It's done. I promise you. Change. And really and truly, none of us really knew how to call in true love when we started this cycle. I can say for one, I did not. So this, what I called in, and I said it with my chest. I remember writing it in my journal. asking if the person that I've met at that time 7 years ago could be my rider, could be the person who I do this thing called life with. And 7 years later, it just, you know, it could still be, but then if it isn't, that's okay too. We've we've also got the Six of Cups. So there will definitely be a change in nostalgic old relationships. Just get ready for that. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Page of Cups. It's going to be very innocent, very small gestures. But you know, we're not looking for the grand gestures. It's the build up of very, very small gestures. Queen Charlotte said when her children didn't want to marry the people that she had picked for them, and she was like, what do you mean you don't love them? Love is not this floaty, fluttery, foo-foo far business. It is commitment. You choose that person every day, and that person should choose you back. And the whole time when we was watching, we didn't think that King George was choosing Charlotte, but every day he was choosing her. He was putting himself through some madnesses because he kept choosing her, even though they spent so much time apart. Oh my God, it was actually very beautiful. It was very beautiful watching it. Oh my God. So you could either be starting a new cycle with somebody you don't know, or with the World card being here, it can be a completely different cycle with a completely different person. So if it was a Scorpio before, this time it might be a Taurus. Maybe if it was a Leo before, this time it might be an Aquarius. Who knows? But just be open, and like I said, you've got to use your body. You've got to allow your intuition, allow your body to feel its way through things. Know your worth, speak your value, because especially if you're meeting, it doesn't even matter if you're meeting new people or people that you've done. No, sorry, y'all, I live in the ghetto. Police helicopter. Even if you've known them or met them brand new, you need to be able to say who you are, what you're about, and what you require for yourself in order to be comfortable. Do you get me? And also know what there was that time, what do you bring to the table? You know what, one thing I didn't bring to the table, I used to bring so much to the table. My intuition, my vibe, my happiness, my joy, my optimism. But one thing I never brought was patience. Everybody needs patience and compassion. I didn't bring no patience, compassion or grace. But I'm talking about, I'm a catch, I wasn't. Because I didn't bring those three important components of patience, compassion and grace. But now I know that I do, because I have patience, compassion and grace for my own self and for my own process. Do you get that? So whatever it is that, no, get a living. Like, it's not a joke. These helicopters. Fam! Let me shut the window. Does that make a difference? Small, innit? Fam, this is really, I live in South London, so you already know. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. Got my shungite in my water, by the way, if you're wondering what that jig is. It's a nice warm evening though. Alright, guys. Love. Shall we read it? Because there's so many different definitions of what love is. Let's read what this one says. I don't think I should be able to get through it. You know that kiwis are a superfood, and they really help with eye health. So I've been eating kiwis daily. I didn't eat one today actually, but I have been eating mostly kiwis every day, and I'm needing my glasses less and less, I swear to you. 49 Wild Rose. Wild rose. Roses are universal symbols of love. Also, they've got the highest vibration of all the flowers. The rose was associated with Aphrodite, who is Venus, who is the ruler of Taurus, the goddess of love and beauty. It was also thought to represent truth. We saw the sword in it. In Roman times, a rose was hung in meeting places with the understanding that only truth could be spoken under the rose. In many Native American tribes, wild roses are a powerful symbol of life. Some tribes believed that wild roses were protection, so they kept them in their homes. I've got roses. I mean, they need to go outside, but I've had roses in here all day, there and there. The wild rose, as opposed to the domesticated rose, represents a love that is wild and free and without bounds. That's what this is going to be. It's wild and free and without bounds. That's my divine masculine. That's my divine feminine. That's not a real love. That's karmic. All of that's coming to an end, you hear? Thank you, Jesus. It blossoms all summer and is believed and beloved by bees and butterflies. The sacred landscape wants you to know love is all around you. Love is coming into your life. You are already more cherished than you can possibly know. Indeed, you are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you when you stand in the center of it all. All is well. No matter what is happening around you, you know that you are loved and you are lovable. You know that there is nothing that you need to do to deserve love. You are enough. Then we go right back to the first card. Don't doubt your worth. You are enough. See, you are enough just as you are. The Creator is love, and in the depth of your soul, you are love. In matters of the heart and romance, all is healing or is already healed. In terms of self-love, your confidence and self-esteem are growing as you take time to cherish and care for yourself. I'm telling you, it's all connected. Everybody's focused on their thing. Everybody's just focused on themselves, and that is what is going to bring you ultimate love. Because when you are really giving yourself love and showing yourself love and every day engaging in something loving for yourself, that's going to be bounced back to you. Got the Nine of Swords. So don't stress yourself out. Don't lose any sleep over that. Don't lose any sleep. And the more you stress, the more you're going to experience stressful experiences in love. Just be cool now, man. You're enough. You're enough. Sorry, I'm slouching. You're enough. So there is no need to have stress or anxiety around love. I know, especially if it's been a while since you've had anything that's healthy. I think that is an indication also that shows you that you've been overgiving, that you've been overcompensating for the lack of love. You've been pouring into cups and not pouring into your own cup, letting everything fall out of your cup, but yet trying to fill everybody else's cup, overcompensating for everything because you are trying to be loved. You're enough. Tell your inner child that it's enough and it deserves the very best. Huh? Alright, finally, we're going to pull a crystal finish. It's been a long in it. I'm going to try and come with these other non-tarot discussions and stuff soon. Guys, I'm telling you, if I can just sleep, I just want to sleep. I don't want no problems. And my eyes are stinging. I don't want no problems. We got, I still have to get them. Okay. What's my name on where, darling? On Patreon, I'm going to leave a link under this thing, but it's At Home with Mama D. I think that's what it's called, or is it Mama D at Home? Wait, let me check. Let me check. Oh, my phone's dying. So my Patreon is called, view page, Mama D at Home. Mama D at Home. Keep bad in it. Mama D at Home. Alrighty. Let's read these crystals. So we've got, never seen this before, Kambaba Jasper. Kambaba Jasper. And also, I want to say an analogy. My nail varnish, do you want to know why I've got two different colour fingers? Because my nail varnishes have been coming off whole. So I mean, like, I'll show you exactly what I mean, because this one's about to come off my thumbnail. It's just been coming off in one go. This one's already come off this week, and I just stuck it back. Look, it's just been coming off in one go, the whole thing. And for me, the analogy has been, you know, when something scabs over and the scab just drops off and then underneath it's healed. That's what's going on with us right now. That's what's going on with us right now. So if some of you have been brutalized through whatever, love seems to be the theme here. Just let it scab over. Focus on you. Don't focus on the situation. Focus on you. Don't focus on the person. Focus on you. Don't focus on the details of what went wrong and what happened. Focus on you, and eventually it's going to scab over. It's going to fall off in one nice, clean, neat scab, and then underneath it's going to be a clean new beginning, giving you the opportunity to paint and create whatever you want on that canvas. I'm so glad I remembered. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered to mention that. The wretchedness of this is not a joke. Oh no! Oh no! I'll figure out the link. I'll post it in the Hey Danny B. I'll post it in the community again. I haven't been very good at advertising this Patreon thing, so I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. In the next week or so, I'm gonna really start to promote my life. Okay? Because I'm rubbish at it, but I'm getting better now. I'm focused. I know what I need to do. This was the background it was always meant to be. Do you like the painting that my big daughter made? I'll talk to you about that, innit? Mama D at Home, that's exactly what it is. Wanted to let you know that oil's been popping up for me so much lately, making me excited. Yeah, man, winds of change, girl. Well, we talked about it. The change card, even that we even got the change card coming up with very oily colours in the background here. It's a 5/5 portal. 5 represents change. So yeah, I'm excited for you too, baby girl. Kamba Jasper, Ancient Echoes. Kamba Jasper attunes your personal biorhythms to the natural cycles of the planet. This crystal also facilitates deep clearing of your karmic body and ancestral line. That must be why we're sleeping so much. That must be why we are moving through the dimensions the way that we are. That must be why serotonin, dopamine, and vitamin D and omega oils are essential for us at this time. Gotta be. Got to be. Self-understanding. When you live in your head rather than your physical world, your cellular structure becomes unstable and your metabolism is thrown off balance. You may not be assimilating oxygen or nutrients such as minerals and vitamins. Remember that ideas are nutrients too. Disruption of your autonomic nervous and immune system may be caused by ancient traumas and family dramas. I'm going to tell you that that's a fact. Divination, getting in touch with the ancestors and understanding the processes of creation helps you to recognize the value of recycling the past to create a more potent future. Check out what has passed down the ancestral line and utilize homeopathic healing for miasms such as tuberculosis. You know, my grandmother died of tuberculosis, and I have got no vaccinations in my body except the BCG, and that's for tuberculosis. Anyway, healing insight. By changing how you view things, you dramatically improve your well-being. Frequency earthy, chakra base, heart, altar major, causal. Timing winter, soul path, reconnecting to ancient wisdom and to the root of being. My eyes are definitely getting better from the kiwis, I'm telling you. They're definitely getting better. And then we've also got a 4. Chrysocolla. Tranquil and sustaining. Chrysocolla encourages you to remain serene and strong during change or challenges. Dissolve destructive emotional programming. It increases energy assimilation. Self-understanding. You have infinite capacity for forgiveness. Love yourself. If you cannot accept yourself, you cannot give love or accept the love of others. To heal your emotional black hole, connect to the universal love that is inside of you. Not the seasonings, y'all. You can't get nutrients from seasonings. It never runs out. You can then give love out to the world and receive it in a never-ending flow. Divination, forgive yourself. Accept with equanimity what you cannot change. Let go of hurt and rectify situations that can be healed. Be magnanimous, remain impartial, and speak your own truth. We saw all the swords, but recognize when to keep silent. Magical rituals may keep you chained to the past, and a magical ritual can just be a thought. That's my divine masculine. There may be past life traumas to heal around being a woman. Healing insight. Bitterness and self-doubt have no place in well-being. It is good to nourish your body with self-love and gentleness. Frequency earthy, chakra cleanses and activates all timing Taurus, Gemini, and Virgo. Soul path, loving and valuing yourself. A theme, the theme of the body for the 5/5 portal 2023. I enjoyed that. So I'm going to see you lot soon, and I'm going to definitely put out something for on the community. What's it called? Community board, whatever. For both my Patreon and the website, everything's going to be much more promoted and spoken about a lot more. And I'll see you lot soon. My skin's so greasy. I love you lot. Bad.